guys. There's the dark view from my room. You can kind of see it, but I cranked up the ISO and the shutter speed, because yeah, the sky is just pitch black still. But yeah, that's the view from my room. I think it's quite nice. Morning guys. So today is going to be an exciting day. Today will be the day that I'll experience a polar day without a sun. But I'm quite curious what the light level will be like at like noon, or at least when the sun is at its like closest point to us, I guess. If we're at least gonna have a bit of a dusky thing. I hope so actually, because then you can still see a little bit of the mountain. But anyways, today I plan to go back into town to check out what type of expeditions I can do here. And also, yeah, I think we're just going to explore a bit of Longyearbyen. I've heard that there's a gym here as well, so maybe we can check that out as well. And there's also a few museums, and like there's a culture house, so that's I think what we're going to explore today. But anyways, first, some breakfast. Nice place. It's just a bit empty. There's no one here. Yeah, I'm definitely in off season, I guess. Whoa, where's the snow? Sorry guys, a bit of Tice here from the future and from another location. I'm currently in Gran Canaria, where it's like plus 20 degrees. But I kind of want to give a heads up of this video because this is like the second video I'm shooting with this new camera, and I'm still kind of like figuring out how to like do things with this camera. I mean, in combination with, you know, like minus 10 degrees, which, you know, is not very easy if you have like gloves on to like use the camera and stuff. Anyways, you can kind of see this through this video. I also got a bit discouraged when I was like watching back few of the footage, and then like the audio was so bad because of the wind. So yeah, it's not always as coherent, as clear and stuff like that. But I think still this was a really epic day, and it's definitely worth a video. Because I mean, it was my first day ever experiencing polar night. Like seeing no sun on a clear day as well. And kind of like experiencing this unique place. So yes, I just wanted to give a little heads up. Better videos are coming. This is also a day where I learned a lot of things like about this camera and about like the storytelling and stuff like that, because it has been a while. So let's go back to the epic, cold, dark, crazy place of Longyearbyen, Svalbard. I mean, this is such a surreal experience. It is exactly 10 o'clock at the moment, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of light coming over that mountain, to the sides of that mountain over there, and you can kind of see the contours now actually a lot better of the mountains around here. I mean, it's only 10, so I guess it might brighten up a bit more than this, but I mean, I'm just glad I can see a bit of the mountains, which is absolutely surreal. It's a very strange experience to be walking through here. Anyways, I know I should be covering my face, but I mean, it's I think about a minus 10 at the moment, and I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm surprised. I'm actually pretty well equipped for this trip. I got snow boots on, they're kind of below my ski pants, but they're like snow boots, like proper snow boots with like nice fur inside. And I got a scarf. I got my winter jacket, which I also wear at home. I got one layer underneath here, actually 2 layers. 2 layers. Do you guys remember these, by the way? These gloves. I bought them in Norway 4 years ago, and they still do the job really well. I mean, my hands are not cold at all. Anyways, so yeah, it's about a 20-minute walk to center of town, where I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna upload a few pictures to Instagram, and after that we're going to explore town for a bit. There's a kindergarten here. All these kids are playing. This is insane. Now you definitely have to feel here in the Arctic. I'm actually quite curious why the town has started on this side and not the other, because if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the dawn or the dusk is at my back. So I mean, if you were at the other side, somewhere in there, somewhere maybe in the valley, then the sun would hit you a lot earlier in the year. But here it's like March, half March. But anyways, maybe we'll learn about it at the Svalbard Museum. Another fun fact. Svalbard is home to the seed vault. So that's kind of like a big database of stuff. Like if the world is going to end, then this is like one of the most protected places for seeds of all kinds. Pretty interesting. Don't know if you can go there though. Well, let's see, guys. It's the most light we're gonna get here. It's like 1, maybe 30, but yeah, that's it. Darn. Craziness. Yeah, actually quite a nice little center of town. I didn't really expect it with a town that only has like 2,000 people living here permanently. But I guess tourism is quite large here, so that's why there are quite some like outdoorsy shops and stuff like that. It's all just really expensive. But hey, everything has to come here by boat anyway, so I guess that makes sense. Anyways, now it's on to the tourism board. Okay, so how it works with activities is that you book online. Actually, I already checked out a lot of these websites, and most of these hikes and stuff, they require 2 people, which is a bit unfortunate because I'm only with 1. But yeah, we'll kind of have to see what type of things we can do outside of the village, which are probably things that I'll explore tonight. is this for?
It's a demonstration towards the new environmental regulations that are proposed. It will have impact on everybody who lives there. I can't give you any details because it's a bit unclear.
Okay.
And it's going to be a consultation meeting at 6 o'clock today about it. So
It's just like a protest again.
yeah. Or at least making a statement of some kind. So we have to support everybody.
Wow.
Oh yeah!
It's nice and warm in between these, in between here. Apparently this is like a protest from the local board for better regulations for tourism because they want to control it more, or at least the Norwegian central government wants to oppose some rules. I just heard that this is definitely a unique experience, like you will not really have this happening every day here, but very interesting. Hey guys, bit of a bummer. I just look back at a few of the clips that I shot today. I don't know if it's this microphone or something, or some of the settings were wrong, but basically there's a lot of audio in there that's pretty much unusable. I actually did a few wind tests outside just now. It's not really the microphone. The onboard camera has the same wind issues, because that one, of course, you know, is not really protected against any wind. So it's just the fact that there's a lot of wind here that makes for this distorted sound. So anyways, yeah, what I did today is I walked around town mostly. I visited the museum, which was really nice. Also found some of the reasons why this town is here, which is mostly mining, fishery, hunting, and more recently also tourism. There's actually still one active mine here that is still in operation. And that's also part of the protest that I saw on the way. So on the way, I encountered a protest, and this was not a usual protest. I actually talked to some of the people at the protest, and there was one guy there. He was actually Dutch, and he just flew in for this protest because he actually does a lot of organized tours during the summer season. And he just flew in to be part of this protest because the central Norwegian government were going to implement some regulations that the people here, which it's a province of Norway, I think, or it's a special territory, like, and kind of like those two kind of clashed here. So it's a bit of like the local needs kind of clashed with, I guess, the national needs of Norway, or at least some kind of regulatory thing that would make tourism a lot harder in here in Svalbard. So that was quite interesting. Another thing that happened today was I went to a gun shop, and this was actually unsolicited. I did not see the guns when I entered the shop.
These days?
But it's like a hobby of many people here to just go out and hunt, or...
Say again?
That's a hobby for people around here to just go out and hunt.
Yeah. Talking to one of them. Just go out and hunt and just go out and shoot. But hunting has to...
I was actually looking for a bike to rent so I could get around town a little easier. But unfortunately they're not renting out any bikes during the winter season, only during the summer season. But yeah, then I actually looked around and I saw this huge wall of guns and like hunting equipment. So I actually even got a photo of myself with the biggest gun that the lady had. She was actually quite funny. We actually had a conversation about her life here and that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, anyways, it's just a bit of a bummer that a lot of these shots that I'm talking to the camera when I'm walking through town, they're quite unusable. But I'm not going to give up with this microphone. I'm still going to be using it, but I'm just going to be a bit more aware of wind. But anyways, good solid first 24 hours of darkness, I would say. I survived. I'm still okay. I feel great, actually. I feel quite nice. I don't feel like I need sun right now, but that'll probably come after a longer period of time. Like one day I think is okay. Because, like, you know, you also stay indoors one day, especially during this lockdown situation. You have multiple days that you don't exit the house. But I think having no sun for an extended period of time, I don't know. I don't know how the people here cope with that. But I guess that's something to find out later, maybe. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Also, tomorrow is going to be super exciting because I have planned a tour or an expedition to an ice cave. So tomorrow we're going to actually visit an actual ice cave. We're going to go out of town. It's going to be a guided tour. So I'm not going to be by myself, of course. I cannot really go out of town by myself. So it's going to be a guided tour, and it's going to take all day. So it's going to be like an all day tour to an ice cave, which sounds super cool. So that is the plan for tomorrow. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.